Onana, Saudi Arabia. Are they going to pay top dollar for him? I doubt it, but there's kind of some crazy international break rumors in the Sun. Apparently, he has his eyes set on Saudi. What do you think?
We're looking for the old Foyce job. I wish it turned out differently with Onana. I rated him coming in. Shaky as he gets. Oh no, Onana, that's going to stick. Poor guy, because I think he's a decent player. He showed that in the Champions League final, but it ain't working at Manchester United, and we got to get rid of him because the thing about goalie is it's all in your head. It's and if as soon as that you've slipped out of your hand, which it has with all those errors that we've seen over the last 2 seasons, you got to make a change. So I think they're going to be looking to foist him. I don't think we're going to be able to. This whole kind of Saudi Arabia, they'll buy anyone, that shit has stopped. They are buying younger players, and they stopped buying the Neymars of the world because they've gotten crushed on those deals so many times. So I don't think the Saudis are coming to rescue us as it relates to Andre Onana. He's not young, and obviously he's in poor form. This might be a tough one. I think what you might do is you might sign a young up-and-coming guy. He's the starter, and then, I don't know, maybe that can light a spark under Onana, and he's kind of fighting for rotation. But I think it's going to be very, very challenging to sell Andre Onana this summer, especially the Saudis.
Look, this comes from Phil Thomas at The Sun, so The Sun's not the most reliable source, but there are multiple rumors circling about this. Number one, Onana switched his agent, who actually advised Mendy and Koulibaly. Both went to Saudi clubs, so now his agent has connections to Saudi Arabia. That's a big thing when trying to make a move. It's not like United is just praying to the footballing god, Saudi's going to pay money. Onana is almost moving that direction with a recent agent switch. He could get paid a lot of money as well if he goes over there. And there's also reports from the Saudi League that they're interested, and United want to sell him. So it could be one of those things where Onana knows his time is up. He knows Amorim's going to move on. The article talks about how United basically say Ruben Amorim doesn't want him. He's surplus requirements, and we're already evaluating 2 young keepers. Lucas Chevalier from Lille, playing in the French league, who's 23 years old, and then Senne Lammens from Antwerp, 22 years old. So
I want Senne Lammens because that name is awesome.
The valuations of those 2 keepers around 40 million to 30 million pounds. So the idea would be to sell Onana, surplus requirements, bring in a young keeper. You're going to keep Bayindir as well. I kind of like that idea. Amorim needs a keeper that he can sort of mold a little bit versus Onana kind of being the finished article. The Ten Hag, another Ten Hag signing, letting us down.
Yeah, if you can get 20 and just get him off the books, that's enough money to probably you could probably get a really good kind of Heaven Dogu type archetype. Hasn't quite made it. Still got a little rough around the edges for maybe 30. That's a good deal. You got to get rid of Onana if you can. If he has had, the one thing that gives me a little hope is the agent talk. The agent link for players that have successfully moved recently. That also because Koulibaly played at Napoli with him as well. So it's that's a great. You're talking about a foist. It sounds like a foist. Get me a foist.
But United need to learn that you need to sign the young keeper before you let Onana go. Because once you let Onana go, then you're screwed from a negotiating perspective. So there's an order of operations United needs to get right. And Onana, he's probably headed out the door from Manchester United.